DC Intel. Stay ahead with real-time breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Your trusted source for reliable and insightful information.
You are listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to DC Intel, your go-to source for breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Stay informed with the latest developments, insightful analyses, and comprehensive coverage of key events. Follow us to never miss an important story and join the conversation on what's happening in our country. Together, let's stay ahead of the news.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing. And always have the courage to be yourself.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But from today and from the day I take the oath down and make America affordable again. We're going to make it. So as much as you can, do something that you love, work hard, and never, ever give up. And you're going to be tremendously successful. Tremendously successful. Thank you. God bless our military. God bless the memory of the fallen. God bless our Gold Star families. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
You are listening to your source for trusted intel and news. You're listening to Live with DC.
Hey there, it's your favorite president. You need to be listening to my friend DC. He's a trusted source and won't lead you astray.
Thank you for listening to You Host DC, your trusted source for intel and news.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Sorry for the delay. Rumble would, for some reason, not let us go on today. It kept timing out, like their servers kept timing out. So it's something on their end, not ours. Hopefully we'll have it resolved by this evening. And yeah, it's never done it to me before, but it kept saying I was already online and I wasn't. And then finally when I got it cleared out, it kept saying their server was down. So I have no clue. So sorry for those that I did post on our Facebook to go to YouTube and posted the link. Hopefully everyone will soon come in. I hated that it did that, but it's what it is. But anyway, happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. And let's see. Yeah, it is Friday. Just making sure. Been a long week. Hello, howdy from Kansas. Hey, DC from Ohio. Hello from Mississippi today. Thank you, Ann. Amanda Griffin. Hey, DC. Until today, yes. I love your show. Listening in Alabama. All right. Sweet home, Alabama. Good afternoon, DC from Tupelo, Mississippi. Happy Friday, DC from Mrs. E. Wishing you a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. Absolutely. And everybody else, too. Okie from Muskogee. All right. Good day to you and all the Patriots. Southwest Missouri in the house. Also, good afternoon, DC in chat. All right. Hit the thumbs up. Absolutely. Like I said, once again, sorry about East Tennessee. Good to see you in here. It's I don't know what the deal is. It's just weird. So that's one reason why we're trying to update our equipment and our security, or not security, but our software in the house here to where we don't have these problems like this. But it's not on our end. It's actually on the end of Rumble. It's their issue. Yeah, computers are so much fun. Hello from North Carolina. I got my father to start listening. Well, hello. Holler, give me your dad's name and I'll give him a shout out. And thank you for listening. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Tonight, normally the show is at 8:30 p.m., but tonight, since we have a lot to talk about, it will be at 7:30 p.m. starting out. If you can make it, great. If you can't, you can listen to the replay. Another listener from Tupelo, Mississippi. All right, good deal. Tupelo is really representing today. Rainsville, Alabama here. Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina in the house. And good deal. I did get some, I try to answer everyone that either emails me or texts me. Greetings from Jamestown, New York. Great to have you in here. Gifts, decor, and more. Awesome. You should post a link in here to your, if you have a website there. Hello, DC. Thank you for saying switch and from remote. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is today. It would not let me do the multiple streams, and also Rumble was just kept crashing, and versus just keep delaying. I went ahead and just tried to log into this YouTube studio, and we're on the radio too. So, like I said, hope everyone's having a great day. Like I said, I do get everyone's emails, your messages. If I don't get back to you right away, I will. I did go over a couple of them yesterday. One of them, I will address it real quick here. I do like to take the first few minutes of our show. First of all, our show is our show. It's not like everybody else's show. And although people do give information and all that stuff, but I like to engage the audience here as much as possible now. as much as possible. I do like everyone to know that we're glad that they're in here. Thank you. Hello, DC. Hello, Leroy. Cindy Smith. Hello from Eastern West. Okay, awesome. Greenville, Michigan. Yeah, Greenville, Michigan there. Happy Friday. Centerville, Indiana. Awesome. And one of the things that someone had sent me and was just like, you're actually you're jumping from thing to thing, and and you're not answering my questions that I put in there. If I don't answer a question that was put in there, it's not because I don't want to answer the question. It's because I just didn't see it, because the chat is moving along so quickly. Plus, also I have content and trying to maintain everything here going on. Plus, also maintain the streams, make sure they're still going, and also keep my train of thought. So I'm guilty of having like a squirrel mind, jump. So I'll be on a subject, and then I will say something to someone in the chat. The show does move along quite fast, different format. We try to get as much in as we can each day, and that's my apologies if I did not get to your chat or answer your question. If it's a real important question, probably better off to send me a email or either go through Facebook and send me a message. So hopefully got that clear. Also, if you're subscribed to our channel, our videos, if you're YouTube or Rumble or any of X or any of these other ones, and you get your notification and it says we're live, don't come back to the EIOBN.com website to watch us. When you get that notification, I'm going to say this once again, from YouTube or Rumble or wherever, you're to go to that website to watch us, because you have subscribed there to watch us. So that's how that works. And I keep getting people responding saying, this is so confusing. I don't know what. It's not confusing. If you go to the website, go there, scroll down, you'll see all of our social media places you can go to. And absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, people watching for free. Yeah, you know what? And that's the thing is a lot of these content people that are online, they're wanting to do subscriptions. And I've even had YouTube and a couple others reach out and say, hey, you need to monetize this. You need to do subscriptions. And the thing is this, not everybody can give. Okay. That's just the bottom line. And this show isn't about getting money from everybody. It's not that at all. This show is about, one, it's my dream, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy engaging the American people and patriots. I enjoy that. And I enjoy bringing information and sometimes good intel. I try not to bring any bad intel, but good intel that you can, utilize, engage, and just good stuff. Okay. And I'm not going to sit there and try to monetize everything. I don't want to do that too. We already have trouble with gasoline. We already have problems with our electric and water and bills going up. I get it. So I'm not going to sit there and try to make everybody pay for this. But here's the thing, since it is free and it is my show and it's my dream, I'm going to set the format for that. And that format is every day. It's whatever intel's coming in and whatever we want to discuss and however we want to discuss it. That's how we do it. Because I'm just not going to throw out a bunch of information for everybody to go try to debunk and try to just try to discredit. That's what America has been good for. And we do have, although we have a lot of great people in here today, there are people that will slide in and they just try to sow discord, and we're not going to do that. So hopefully you get the drift of what I'm doing here. Let me get back in here, the chat. Albany, Louisiana. Good to have you in house. Toasty, Charlotte, North Carolina. Absolutely. Man, this weather's crazy. Cleveland, Ohio. Awesome sauce. I have good friends up in Cleveland, and I like going up there. Also like going up to the Christmas Story house. And that's the thing. I'm a big, what is today? Today's just discussion Friday, I guess. It's DC tells all. I don't know. But I love Christmas. I mean, I love Christmas. I love when the fall, love the fall, love that, love all the holidays. I don't really care too much for, what is that? Halloween, stuff like that. But Thanksgiving, Christmas, man, I'm a Christmas guy year round. I've been guilty. I'm going to confess to you. I've been very guilty of leaving my tree up almost all year. No lie. Friends come over. What in the world? I don't know, man. The lights make me feel good. World's depressed. Might as well do something. I don't know. Now, my tree's not up now, but it will soon be. Thanksgiving won't hit, and it will already be up. I love old school. And the further on we go in the show towards the holidays, you'll be hearing it. I love me some Bing Crosby. Love all that stuff. Love it. Anyway, enough of me and my stuff. Yeah, thank you so much, Kathy, for saying that. Systems are crashing at my go. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you this. One thing I was going to talk about later, and I'll go ahead and tell you now. If your phones start going down today, T-Mobile, also AT&T, I'm not sure Sprint, but there is some sketchy stuff going on, and also in some of the major internet companies, there's being some stuff going on there, and they're going to say that it's nothing, or it was a glitch, or it was a software update. Let me just say this. We'll just jump right into this. We are being hacked every single day. Okay. Our infrastructure in America every single day is being hacked. It's not to even say that we're just being hacked once a day. There are multiples of hundreds of thousands, maybe more, of internet threats that go on. The goal is to just cause disruption, and it does. We almost weren't able to do a show today because of that. And let's just have a backup plan, guys, okay? And somebody can put the backup plan on Facebook for me. The backup plan is this. If for some reason, by at least 105 or 110 by the latest, that I'm not on any of these video platforms, go to eiobn.com, hit listen. I'll be on there for sure. That's just the backup plan. And if Rumble's not working, I'll be on YouTube. And if neither of those are working, I'll be on the radio. So anyways, let's see here. East Texas. All right. Good deal. I love Texas. Jeff, good to have you in the house, brother. Kansas. Yeah, you found me. Jeff, if you go to eiobn.com, all of our social media links are in there, and you can follow us there. Thanks for the heads up about the Rumble. Yeah. Sorry about that. Hello from mid-Missouri, Madison, Mississippi. I've been there before. Raleigh, North Carolina. RC and EC. Good to have y'all in here. Southwest Missouri. Played Christmas music all year long. Yeah. Old balls. Yeah. Sure I wasn't your balls because I'm just kidding. Sherry Case from Texas. Awesome. Beverly, great. Glad you found us. Follow us. Subscribe. We're on here every day, Monday through Friday, 1 to 2:30-ish. And Friday nights, normally at 8:30. Tonight, we're going on at 7:30 because I got a lot of stuff to discuss. And I really think a lot of you, I'm getting your feedback. Okay? I'm getting your feedback, and the feedback that's coming in is, you get some goofies that just want to complain, and I get that, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. This is a one-man show going down here. So we're doing what we can do. Let's see here. Let me go on here. Thank you for keeping us updated. Absolutely. But so tonight, like I said, Squirrel Mind, Friday is it. Tonight, there's a lot of things, and a lot of people were being encouraged, and that makes me feel so good because you can tune in to so much stuff, see it on TikTok, see it on Rumble, Twitch, all kinds of other things, all kinds of other platforms. And you see it, and it just depresses the crap out of you. I'm going to give it to you straight here, the way it is, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you the good part about it. You know, and there is some good out there. Thank you for keeping us updated. Thank you so much, Kathy. Who else we got in here? Wisconsin, also, you're my new favorite, DC. Thank you so much, Lori. Send me some of that cheese from out there. I'm just kidding. Albany, well, I'm not really kidding. Albany, Texas. Looks like I found you on was a private channel. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. West Texas in the house, or Tennessee. I'm sorry. Listening from Danville, Kentucky. Awesome. Found him at okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that's posted in here. And if somebody else comes in here, guys, and I jump off topic for a second, don't have a heart attack. Okay, we'll be okay. We are one family that's not going to fight, right? Go figure that. So, anyways, I think what we're going to do on Fridays is I want to do. We're working on getting the phone system here worked out to where I can take calls. We're working on that. Hopefully, I can get it done by next week, because I really want to do that. I want you guys to have more interaction here. And also coming up in November and December, I have had, and just to let you know, our show, there's not a lot of people that you could say it follows us. But during the week, you know, I'm looking at the stats during the week, that what comes in, not what's actually showing up on the deal. And we're hitting right around 50,000 people that are engaging here through all social medias and coming through the radio and just different aspects. But I want to say this is come towards the holidays and stuff like that. I'm going to do some really special things. I have over 1,600, just to let you know, 1,600 different companies right now that's wanting to advertise. And that's great and everything. I don't want to make this about an advertisement thing. I want this to be about us and America and Patriots and make America great. Eden, North Carolina, thank you so much. Finally got in, Pam. You didn't miss the first part. All the first part, Pam, was me just rattling and telling about my Christmas stuff and all that good stuff. But we have like over 1,600 people trying to advertise now. And not because we have some of these other guys on Rumble, they'll log in, they'll have 20, 30,000 people listening. But the content is the same as everybody else. And the show and what they're doing is entertainment, or whatever you want to call it, is the same as everybody else. And ours is standing out and we're getting noticed. And that's great. But I'm only going to do any kind of advertising that would benefit us. And what I mean by that is I have a company that has reached out that does iPhones. And I'm working with them, and I'm going to try to swipe up a deal to where we can get free iPhones. And I'm going to do the same thing that Rush Limbaugh used to do, is every Friday during the Christmas season, give away iPhones. How about that? Sorry. People already texted me. It's funny. My friends know that this time I'm doing this, but yet they'll, hey, send text. But anyway, we want to get back on track here. But anyways, any kind of thing like that we do, I'm going to try my best to work out a deal to where it benefits us, to where, and I'm not saying it's going to happen yet. I haven't made the deal yet. But if we get the deal made, that means every day during the month of December, every day, we will be giving away a free, brand new, not old, new iPhone. And so I think it's a great thing. So I'm trying to make it to where we all benefit from it, or some of us, and make our Christmases better and our life a little better. So anyways, let's get started today. Love your show. Thank you so much, Pam. And if y'all really like what we're doing here, like and share, or even on your personal Facebooks or whatever social media you got, post our links, tell people they need to get involved. Hello from Arkansas. Hello. And let's get involved in that. First things first, what I'm going to say here first is good for today, and it's going to be great for tonight. And I want to say this. On Inauguration Day, okay, when Joe Biden fraudulently stood up there and committed treason, him and Kamala. And what he did, of course, most of you already know that when the inauguration happens, it has to happen at a certain time, not before or not after, or it's not legit. Okay. This is something everybody knows. Okay. This is no massive intel. I'm just trying to remind you to get this in your mind of where we're going today and tonight. Because tonight it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Is that when I think it was George Stephanopoulos or whatever the heck his name is, Snotnopoulos, I don't know, was doing his morning show deal. And they were talking because there was so much going on. They were, going back and forth. Oh, there's so much going on. And this is amazing because the news was already, and this is the thing, pay attention to details, okay? Pay attention to details. Because the news was already saying there's going to be something take place today. There's going to be something take place today. They were already saying that Trump, which he wasn't, but they were already saying, wait a minute. They were already saying that there was going to be something take place that was crazy, and they had all these patriots there, and they were going to tear things up. They already had this planned out. We know that now. J6, we know that. But George Snotnopoulos, whatever you call your name, was on there, and he was talking. Remember, he was talking to the National Guard, the head of it, and he says, to the effect of, are we going to have a peaceful transfer of power today? Okay. Remember this. And the head of the National Guard says, we are here to assist in the peaceful transition to military power. Do you remember that? And I know a lot of people at the time was like, oh, there's no way. There's no way that can happen. There's no way. And that's what happened. Let's see here. I'm sorry. I'm going to look at the chat here. So, yeah, it was so fake. All right. Happened way early. Yeah, there were so many things. Yeah, the cross was upside down. There's so many different things. It's just, it was a total crap show. And what I'm going to prove tonight, what I'm going to absolutely 1,000, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 billion was what Trump always says, billions and billions. I'm going to prove 1,000 billion, whatever you want to call it, percent, that this 4 years. Now, here's the thing. Everybody else goes on speculation, okay? I'm going to give absolute facts. Not only facts, I'm going to break it down. I have it broken down for you. By the end of tonight's show, you're going to go, holy snot. I did not think that America could do this. I did not. When they were saying the show, get your popcorn, it's a show. First of all, that's a bad scenario to throw out there. Get your popcorn and enjoy the show. There has been nothing If you've taken enjoyment in any of this stuff that's taken place in the last 3.5 years, you got something wrong with you, because it has been frustrating. It has been divisive. It has been just unruly. We've seen so many laws be broken. We've seen so much corruption happen and in our face, and we see it and we're like, hey, can the normal person just look and see that something is going on that isn't right? And I'm going to, beyond a shadow of a doubt tonight, those of you that disbelieve, tonight you're going to go, oh my gosh, we truly are in devolution. We truly are. We truly are, have been inside. Whether you believe it or not, whether people you know will make fun of you, I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. You don't even have to tell them. People that don't want to know the truth, you can never, ever convince them of the truth when they don't want to know it. People choose to live in blindness. They choose to do that. As much as you would go, man, I really want, and trust me, I really want. Do you realize if everybody in America would realize what's taking place? When you realize this, everything that's taken place in the last 3.5 years has been exactly what Trump said he was going to do when he was sworn in as president. I am giving, this isn't me. I am giving the people back control. You don't realize how much control you have. And I'll say it one more time. I'm going to be a broken record here, guys. You want to control some things? Wake up, number one. Number two, what did I say? Stop giving your money to businesses that do not line up with your views. Well, it's just a piece of clothing. Right. Then if you're going to support the LGBT community, that's your business. I have no problem with, if that's what you want to do, I have no problem with that. Problem I have is when you force it in my face and you make me try to buy something that supports that. I won't do it. I won't do it. And we can't. Here we go. Bible says a double-minded man is unstable of all his ways. Okay? A double-minded man. That means one that says, I won't support this because I stand against abortion. I am sick as a dog because they went downtown in Chicago and set up these portable abortion clinics. I would never support that. But then walk up in Target where they have all the LGBT stuff in your face. And then you go, but I just love their products here. You need to shut your mouth. You have no right. You have no right to complain. No right. Oh, but I don't like what you're saying, DC. You're hurting my feelings. You're making me mad. Good. I'm not here to kiss your butt. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to make you think about, really, do we want America changed? Do we want Trump in? Okay, I get it. But once he gets in, it's not over. We still have to fight. It's just, if you think it's going to get lighter, it's not. It's going to get more intensified. You think they're going to be done trying to prosecute him? They'll be done. Yeah, they'll be done prosecuting him when they finally go to Gitmo. That's it. That's when it'll happen. And let me tell you something. It's going to happen. It's already been happening. It really has. Tonight you'll find out. I've got names and lists. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Remember when they said, we got it all? Remember that? I got it all, baby. I got it all. My brother just returned from his Coast Guard service. Can't get him to believe. Awesome. Yes, do that, Amanda. And I know of tons of people that their children have been in the military recently. And I think, honestly, it depends upon what location they're at, where they're doing the training or where they're stationed at. I think it depends on that. Because most of the reports I get back is these people are calling home going, Dad, they're telling us that Donald Trump is still the CIC. What's up with that? Well, you'll find out tonight what's up with that. Because I'm going to tell you what's up. I'm going to tell you what's up to that. What about Facebook? I'll tell you about Facebook. Zuckerberg, with his apology, I said yesterday, I'm going to sue the pants off of him. They got a lawsuit for causing me distress and making people make fun or hate or make threats because of things I would post on Facebook or whatever, or either put you in Facebook jail like they are the internet Gestapo. But now that they realize that it's more than what they remember last time. It's a red wave. Can I tell you something? It's no longer a red wave. It is a giant political Republican fist that's about to be crammed down their throat for everything they've done to us and everything that they were going to do to us that's been found out. And Zuckerberg is singing like a canary. Okay? You get two people. You get a crime that's done. You get two people that was involved in it. One used a gun and one didn't. I'm just giving you a scenario here. And they go in for questioning. Separate rooms. Okay? They're in separate rooms. And they ask, Bob, why'd you do this? I didn't do nothing. You know how it is. They never done nothing. Then they go in the other room. Billy, what happened? Bob pulled the gun. I was innocent. I just rode in the car. Okay? That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Zuckerberg is singing like a canary because you know why? A lot of you are going to hate this. His balls are in a vice. Okay? He knows he's caught. So now he's trying to do the upper thing and come back and act innocent. Oh, but I remember how he was ruthless with people, especially during COVID. Remember how they would flag your comments if you put anything on there, COVID-19 or the shot, the jab, any of that stuff, how they would penalize, they call it penalizing, but they would block you or put you on a 30-day, oh man, that's the big thing. Sorry guys, I can't make any major posts because I've been blocked. I'm in jail, Facebook jail. Oh my gosh. You serious? Facebook jail. I'm in Facebook jail. I can't believe it. All posted was a picture. I've seen people get pictures blocked because it has a picture and it says Jesus is Lord or something like that. Yeah, my Facebook account was restricted today for posting. Right. And you know what? And that's amazing. They'll restrict you, but yet the head of it will go on and go, I'm so sorry. But, and now he's singing. I won't be surprised if he gets Hillaryized because he came out and he spoke against the Biden-Harris administration for trying to make him throttle people and put pressure on him. But anyway, he needs his butt suit off. But we have the National Guard to assist in a peaceful transition to military power. Okay. So whether people like it or not, it doesn't matter. Whether they believe it or not, that's okay. It's really okay. Because in the end, they're going to be the ones going, well, gosh, why didn't you really say something to me? I have been, but you act like I was an idiot. Furthermore, we've been talking about these migrants in New York and how they're just wreaking havoc, stabbing people, raping women, even turning their little baboon children loose to cause terror. It's all absolutely crazy, ludicrous, and it is absolutely 100% Joe Biden, Kamala Harris's fault, and also their Democratic partners. And you will find on the show, those of you that are new, I slice and dice those two people and what they stand for, and of course also Tampon Tim. Yeah. So, but in New York, you got all these migrants. They've been in hotels, all this other stuff. I'm going to play you something that this guy was walking by a hotel. Okay. He's walking by and he sees, what he's seeing is he's seeing military there, and he talks to him. So here we go. Sorry.
Why are you guys here? It's a hotel.
Let me replay it here so you can hear it.
Name of a restaurant. In Chinese, it might not work. Is the army turning this thing into a migrant shelter? Why are you guys here? It's a hotel. Why is the army at this hotel?
We're here at the request of the state of New York.
The state of New York has put the army into hotels? What the hell is that about? This is a public hotel, right? What is the army doing in this hotel? Have you guys taken over this hotel? What is?
So you can't record.
What the fuck is the army doing taking over civilian hotels in the middle of New York City? I can't record. So this is what I'm talking about, people. Do you think those guys are there to help you or me? What is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. They've brought in a bunch of crazies, and now that they know that they're actually lunatics, terrorists, rapists, all this, and they know that the police, like, remember the other day I was talking about how the police in New York City was, stopped a guy because he was trying to touch the women in his cab, and he was a migrant. Well, how did he get his driver's license? Number one, he's here illegal. Oh, because New York City will give you one. I have people that I've dealt with that have been illegals from Honduras, and first place they run to is New York City. They run to New York City because New York City somehow, some way, has no problem with giving them a driver's license. And you may not have a problem with that, but I have a real bad problem with that. I really do. And the reason why they're there, and it ain't just in that one hotel, they're in different places. What's going to happen in Aurora, Colorado? These gangs. I'm going to tell you what, with those gangs taking it, we touched about that the other day. And it goes right along with what's happening here in these hotels. What's happening there is absolutely crazy. And that falls back on that governor of that state. Who is your governor there? If you don't mind telling me there. I'm not going to pull it up right now. I've got so many things going on. But that governor needs to be removed and replaced by someone that's competent. If your governor of your state will not protect the people that voted him in, that sucker needs to go. They need to go. Because when you vote these people in, see, they have forgotten. They truly forget that you put them there because they were going to do what they stood up on their promises, right? And when they don't do that, we just go, well, that's just one thing. But one thing turns into two, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, all that. The other thing is this. there is dirty politicians that take money. All these deals that are made behind the doors. Hey, if you take this in, we'll do this. It's been all with Joe Biden. You know, the laptop from hell and all that stuff. The laptop from hell that had all the dumb stuff on there. Plus, also, you got Anthony Weiner's laptop. What a name to have. Good Lord. I would change that thing. But anyway, you got all these things go on. We as Americans have to wake up and realize how important it is. How important it is. If the candidate that you're thinking about voting for will not talk to you, okay? Will not talk to you, will not, even at a town hall or whatever, will not truly answer your questions, they're done. Be done with them. But what if there's no one else to choose from? Then you pick the better of the two. It's called common sense. We have no issues with migrants where I'm at. However, they are dealing with it. And here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. If they continue to take over, and they continue to do that prior to this election, you're going to tick off enough people that's not going to worry about the police, that's not going to worry about the government, and we, the people, will take back our towns. We've been holding off because they keep saying, oh, it'll be a civil war. It'll be a civil war. Yeah, let me tell you what. Like I said yesterday, it won't be no war. There won't be a civil war. There will be a cleansing of the crap. And the Democrats are the one that did the J6, January 6th. They did all that junk, put all that together. And they were sloppy with doing it. And yesterday I played the audio of Nancy Pelosi saying it was her fault and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. If you screw around enough with America, I'm talking about good-hearted, hardworking, red-blooded Americans that, you know, take care of their families, take care of the best they can. Some have went in the military, came out, have problems. I'm talking about people that really care about that would die for their country, that would die for their fellow brethren. Think of this. These guys would go and fight and be willing to die, spill their blood for people that they don't know in our country. And these people, the Patriots, MAGA, Make America Great, whatever you want to call it, if push comes to shove, January 6th is going to look like Kings Island in Cincinnati, Ohio. It'll be an amusement park compared to what Patriots would do. Because if Patriots had really done something on January 6th, there wouldn't be no more freaking Capitol up there. There wouldn't be nothing up there. Been gone. No, they wouldn't have put bombs out there. They just burn the sucker to the ground, tear it down. They come up there with freaking tractors if they wanted to and wrap chains around the post and yank up. There's all kinds of crap they could do. And what's going to happen with these? They're going to push these migrants a little too far and give them a little bit more leash to run free and rape some more women. Let me tell you straight up right here. I'm not the one to mess with. You come and screw around with my family, you're gone. Period. Let me tell you something. Gone are the days of praying about oh Lord, protect my family. Yes, absolutely. But God has given you the right through the U.S. Constitution, right, to take care of what you need to take care of. And I told several weeks ago about the guys that was going to my parents' house and tearing down their privacy fence. And at one point before my dad had passed away, they even shoved him down on his front porch, wanted to change out his pocket. And when I hunted that boy down, I told him, let me tell you something, dude, after I took care of him, I told him, let me tell you something. You ever You ever look my daddam's way, steal something from them again, I'm taking you to my farm and I'm putting your hands in meat grinders. Don't screw with me or my family anymore. And you know what? Some people that knew that I said it was like, oh gosh, that's so violent. That's so extreme. You know what? That dude has never come around anymore. That's been over 2 years now. At just that one instance. I'm not beyond people that come up on people's porches and steal. I'm not beyond putting a bear trap out there, screwing it to the ground, and throwing a sheet over it at night, black sheet. When they step on it, ah! You hear them yelling. Well, I caught them. America is done. America is done turning the cheek. Well, let me rephrase that. True, red-blooded, working people that love America, retirees. My great-grandfather, to this day, I carry his dog tag on my key ring. And every time I look at it, I think, man, he was almost 100 years old when he died. But he could still tell the stories of Pearl Harbor and all these things. He saw his friends, and him too went through some stuff, but he saw his friends give their lives so I can have this conversation with you right now and not be in fear. But you have the powers that be, Democratic Party, because they are rotten. They're about as rotted as a 2-week-old baby diaper. They stink. And they want you to think that, oh my gosh, your freedoms are throttled. Your freedoms and your freedom of voice is not throttled. And it doesn't matter what state they're in. They're going to push the wrong buttons. And then you're going to see I'm going to tell you what, if I had a bunch of patriots and I had the money, we'd get us a big old huge tour bus and go to these places. And I guarantee you we could clean it up. We'd clean it up, load them up, take them back to the border, force those suckers back across. And if they come back again, then, we'll deal with that then. America, true Americans are tired of taking it. That's why we're seeing such a fight against us with this election. That's why, because they know, yeah, last time Trump, yeah, I do this, y'all do that. And there was a lot of things he didn't do. I understand that. But that doesn't mean I'm not voting for the guy. But they know what's coming. And what's coming is technically their rapture. They're about to meet God one way or the other. No, they're not going to go back and kill them. Don't take it that far. What I'm saying is they're going to have to answer for what they've done and been doing. And if you don't believe that in the Q drops, remember the one Q drop, they're not even going to be able to walk down the streets for people engaging them. You may not believe it, but it is going to happen. It's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they've pushed it so far, there is no return. There is no return. And I had several people after yesterday send me some stuff about their pastors and how certain pastors have engaged, the election and the assassination attempt. And yes, there are good people out there, but there are a bunch of pussies too. And they stand in your podium sometimes. And they will sweep under the rug molesters in their church. They will sweep under the rug abuse because of who so-and-so is. And can I tell you what? It's going to be found out and it's going to be dealt with. Because we are walking physically through this election into all this turmoil into a different realm. And if you don't think spiritually we're doing the same thing, you got another thing coming to you. You got another thing coming to you. Because we as America, We as Americans, we have to stand up and be Americans. And it's time to start acting like it. It's time to start acting like an American. And an American is this, and I've said it, I'm going to fly my flag. And if you come to tear it down, you have a serious problem. And if you grab a flag and you start burning it, I am 100% going to engage you and take back that flag. It's just a given. You know why? Because I'm acting like an American. And it's time for all of us to start acting like an American. That means standing up for our rights. That's why it's okay to engage your political leaders and say, hey, how about this? How about that? Well, what does it matter? Well, because I'm about to vote for you or not. Why was the church so quiet when Roe versus Wade, sorry about that, was overturned? I'll tell you why. Because, well, it goes back to what I just said. If religious leaders will not engage and will not, well, first of all, it's bad for business. That's one reason why. Because if they stand up in their congregations, say these big churches, they have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is they have, and they get up and they say, praise God, we got Roe versus Wade, it's been overturned, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Well, you got at least 30 to 40% of the people sitting in there that believe that's wrong, and they're going to leave. They're going to be mad. They're going to be mad. They're going to leave. And they're afraid of losing that money. That's the bottom line. And I said it the other day, and I'll say it again. I believe you're going to see the church emerge. And when it comes time for the mark of the beast, whether you believe it or not, it is what it is. You're going to see the church say, well, it's a part of our way of life now. It's part of the community. We just got to start doing this. They're going to help push it. You know how I know? Ask me, DC, how you know? All right, class, get your papers out and write this down. I'm going to tell you why. Because they did the same thing with COVID-19 jabs. They opened up their podiums to push that agenda. They opened up their churches to give everybody the shots. They did it. You want to know why? You want to know why? Tell us, DC, why? Because they got money for that. And not only that, that sent a loud message to the government and the people that be to go, wow, man, they support this. This is awesome. Well, we'll make sure we don't look at their tax this. We'll make sure we don't investigate this. We'll make sure. It's called you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. But I watched it with COVID. Pastors that I like, that I kind of still like, but I have a major disagreement with them when it comes to the COVID thing. They got up and preached it. You need to get the vaccination. You need to get the booster. You're going to go to hell if you don't. You're going to die if you don't. And then the next thing you know, they go, the government put COVID out there to kill the African Americans. Bunch of nincompoops. And then the other pastors are like, it's okay. And then some pastors just acts like nothing. Oh, they play dumb because it's plausible deniability. Plausible deniability means, oh, I just didn't realize. I know for a fact, I personally, my life, I called out several pastors. I did, man. I called them out. And they all acted like I was nuts because they wouldn't engage. They wouldn't engage, but they would open up their communities. Not the communities. Open up their fellowship halls to get your vaccinations. It's okay. We want to stay safe. And they made fun of me because I was talking about hydrochloroquine. I was talking about ivermectin, vitamins, all these things. They make fun of me. After the fact, they're calling me going, hey, we've had the jab and we're still getting sick. Is there any way you can help us get some ivermectin? Because you can't get it anywhere. Oh, I have tons and tons and tons of stock here, and I did. I still do. I still take it once a week. You got, yeah, I got tons of it here. Oh man, great. Is there any way you could sell us enough for 5 people? Nope. What? Nope. Why? Because you laughed at me, you made fun of me, and now you're coming asking me to do you a favor for the things you made. You go back on your public social media and you tell everybody you was wrong. Oh, I can't do that. Well, then screw off. Let's see here. My 92-year-old dad was just worries himself to death over the news. I cannot convince him this. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I touch on that all the time, Deanna, is that the fact that, and what it is her dad watches the mainstream media and he gets upset. And I say that all the time. The mainstream media is the biggest ones. They're all controlled. They're the ones that actually push these narratives and will scare everybody to death, especially your older generation. My mom's bad about it. And oh Lord, they'll see something, and that's the thing. The news will go. It's a 30-minute program. They'll go all through their program, and then the last 30 seconds of the show, they'll go, and we're an uplifting story here about Billy that was crippled that got his legs back, and something. And you're like, oh, that's so great. And what it is something subconsciously that they've done to you. They've planted all this negative stuff, and then they've given you something positive at the very end. So then you think, wow, they really care. It's something in your mind that you go subconsciously go, wow, that was really good. Oh yeah, but man, I got all this other stuff in here. Yeah. Have him tune into me sometime. And but anyway, I went along on that. I'm sorry, guys. I just get fired up over it. Aggravates me. And we'll take a break and I'll be right back.
You are listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Hey, everybody, it's DC, and today I want to talk to you about Birch Gold Group. And we recently had some monumental news that no one else is actually talking about. And for the first time ever, the interest the U.S. pays on its debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right. The U.S. Now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend recklessly. And that's why savvy Americans are turning to gold, and something not tied to the inflated dollar is what it is. And you too can help, can do this with the help of Birch Gold Group. And for over 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their retirement and savings by converting on IRA or the 401k into an IRA in gold. To learn more, go to birchgold.com/rumble, birchgold.com/rumble, and get a free, no obligation information kit on diversifying your retirement into a gold IRA. Birch Gold has earned a A+ rating with the BBB and thousands of happy customers. Protect your IRA or your 401k. If you want to do that, go to birchgold/rumble and get your free information kit on gold today. I wanted to say one thing here. On behalf of Rumble, I'm grateful for that, but I want to encourage you, the audience that's listening, to download the Rumble app. That way you get the notifications every time that we go live. And also when you do that, be sure you follow us, and it will help remind you, when we do go live. And also, the app is available everywhere for TV. It's available for TVs also. So make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, you search for my channel, DC Intel. It'll pop up, and follow the channel directly on that app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time that we go live, and keeps you informed. And also, if you click on the link in the description or the pinned live chat to download the Rumble app, actually on your phone, also it's free to do that. And if you prefer to watch us on a big screen, which is pretty cool, we are also available now on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is just search for Rumble. Once you get that, download it, search for DC Live, and every time it'll be on your big screen. Sounds great, don't it? There's nothing like a good cup of coffee. 1775coffee.com. You need to check it out. And, it's time to say goodbye to Starbucks and say hello to Rumble's 1775 coffee. It's unlike other brands. This is a coffee that backs free speech and is unapologetic about it. Visit 1775coffee.com and you can use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off. And the coffee comes in medium and dark roast, and it also comes in pea berry, which is also similar to the kind of coffee. And in other words, its stuff is premium. It really is. So click on the link, go to 1775 Coffee and click on the link, and you can directly order from there and use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off today.
Here are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also, you will get email updates for Guardians only, plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our EIOBN.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
All right. Let's see. Nothing like a good bottle of water either. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for being patient while we do that. We have to do the pay bills. Also, if you don't know by now, you can go to EIOBN.com. There's a place to listen to us there. There's also if you're Android, there's a place there to download the Android app for your phone to listen to us live. Once again, we're still working with Apple. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, and soon we'll have that app to where you can have that on your phone to where you can listen to it on your iOS device also. Trying to make it to where every platform is covered, and that way there's no excuse for you not to know what's going on. Let's see here. Okay. All right. There's a lot of stuff in there. I can't go back and read it all right now. If you do, let me just say this. If you do have a pastor that has stood up, then man, God bless you. God bless you. And I'm not anti-pastors. Understand that. I'm not that at all. I'm just saying, you know, got to have somebody that's got a backbone. All right. So Tim Waltz, we know he's a liar. We know Kamala's a liar too. But actually, there was a reporter that was interviewing him about his so-called military stuff. And I want to play this here.
Is just starting to get to know you. I want to ask you a question about how you've described your service in the National Guard. You said that you carried weapons in war, but you have never deployed actually in a war zone. A campaign official said that you misspoke. Did you?
Well, first of all, I'm incredibly proud. I've done 24 years of wearing the uniform of this country. Equally proud of myself.
I'm sorry. I have to interject here. Let me just give you a little tiny hint here. If you want to know when somebody's lying, watch their eyes, watch their mouth. Okay. This is our tools. Okay. So you want to know somebody's lying and you ask them a question, watch their eyes. They'll either cut to the side or whatever. Okay. That's a giveaway. The other thing is if they go, they'll sniff 20 times when you ask them the question, or if they'll go, make their mouth moves and stuff like that. The other thing is this dead giveaway is when you ask them the question and they start out with, well, let me tell you about what I have done, or let me tell you that right there is a dead giveaway because people will listen. Oh, well, man, listen to what he has done. Listen to this.
Well, first of all, I'm incredibly proud.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm incredibly proud, which means I am diverting away from the question. I am starting out this conversation. Instead of answering the question, I'm going to tell you what I'm proud of because I know I'm a bag of crap. Okay, here we go.
I've done 24 years of wearing the uniform of this country. Equally proud of my service in a public school classroom, whether it's Congress or the governor. My record speaks for itself, but I think people are coming to get to know me. I speak like they do. I speak candidly. I wear
my... Did he answer the question?
Emotions on my sleeves, and I speak especially passionately about our children being shot in schools and around guns. So I think people know me. They know who I am. They know.
Okay, hang on a second. I got to be missing something here.
Spoke. Did you?
Well,
said that you misspoke. Did you?
Well, first of all, I'm incredibly proud. I've done 24 years of wearing the uniform of this country. Equally proud of my service in a public school classroom, whether it's Congress or the governor. My record speaks for itself, but I think people are coming to get to know me. I speak like they do. I speak candidly. I wear my emotions on my sleeves, and I speak especially passionately about our children being shot in schools and around guns. So I think people know me. They know who I am. They know where my heart is. And again, my record has been out there for over 40 years.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. He didn't answer. At all. He dodged it. He just dodged it. Well, my record says, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. Speechless. That's it. That's the word, speechless. And when they ask a specific question, it blows me away. They ask a specific question and he just doesn't answer. My record speaks for itself. Well, your record is that you put tampon stuff in the restrooms for the boys. Your record says that during COVID that you were threatening people to incarcerate. Your record says that during COVID, you were putting sick people all together in nursing facilities. Your record says that when COVID was going around, you actually pushed the mandate, then also turn around and had a 100 number. And for people that wanted to be completely big narcs on their relatives or either their neighbors. His record says also that he was the one that told everybody not to go together at Christmas and Thanksgiving. But your record speaks for itself. It sure does. There's about 40 people still waiting on DC on Rumble, and I'm not sure why, because it's something with Rumble. Can't help it. I'll deal with it later. But anyway, his record says that. And you know what? If he wants us to believe his record, then by God, we're going to believe his record. And not only that, believing someone. Let's believe this one here. This one here, Kamala Harris. She is just a piece of
Yo, listen to this. They don't even know how to lie anymore.
Called for termination of the United States Supreme, the supreme land of our nation, the United States Constitution. Think what that means, and let us be very clear.
Yo, listen.
Okay, whatever.
This, they don't even know how to lie anymore.
Called for termination of the United States Supreme,
She started to say the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. She is saying that Trump terminated the U.S. Constitution. But yet it's her that says if she gets in, which she's not, that she's going to rewrite it and take out the Second Amendment. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's another great one with CNN, which I cannot stand, was doing an interview with them and talking to Tampon Tim and all that. And all these, it'll touch a little bit on what we had said, but or played a moment ago. Just listen.
Described your service in the National Guard. You said that you carried weapons in war, but you have never deployed actually in.
And we already know he's a liar there. Okay. We already know that. And the whole time that's going on, that interview is going on, reason why I was saying it is because Kamala is sitting there just smiling as big as she can, because she's as big a phony as he is. Just phonies. I will tell you this, and I know this for a fact because I saw this online and I just saw it again, and I wanted to tell you this. This is actually factual. I don't know what day it was. It's been about a week or two ago. I gave the story about how I had arrested someone. They were here illegally. They'd been deported like 4 or 5 times, and they were from I think Honduras or Venezuela. I'm not sure. Can't even remember now. And how we took them before the judge, and ICE didn't even show up, and how the judge said, I can't do anything, and then cut them loose after they broke so many laws. I mean, this is talking about me personally. And I had to drive 3.5 hours with this dude in my car, and I told him, I had an interpreter there. I told him, I was like, if you fart, sneeze, anything, I said, I'm going to blow your head off your shoulders, because I'm going home at the end of the day. And he sat there very quietly because he knew I'm in business. But after we got to court, judge cuts him loose. He looks at me, the interpreter says, are you going to take him back to such and such? I said, nope. He can call his friends, come get his butt. I took off and left him there and drove 3.5 hours back home where it is. But anyways, in New York City, what's happening with these immigrants, the ones specifically from Venezuela? Venezuela is refusing to accept these migrants back because they are so violent. Think of that. You got these people that come here illegally, and then you're going to deport them, and their own country says, no, we don't want them back. We don't want them back. You got all that going on. I saw something that's hilarious. I'll post it on my Facebook later. But you've got these. I'm going to play this commercial. This is hilarious. I'm not sure who put this out, but it's great. Find it here. Sorry. Everything's kind of messed up today, but here we go.
Also known as loved ones suffering from illnesses such as TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome? Do you dismiss or deny the current issues facing our country, such as historic inflation, illegal immigration, corporate corruption, World War III escalations, and the chronic disease epidemic? Are you willing to elect someone who was the least popular vice president in modern history, and who offers no policy or vision for America simply because your brain keeps telling you anyone but Trump? If so, you might be struggling from TDS. Introducing Independence. Independence allows you the freedom to finally think independently once again. Instead of believing everything you hear from the mainstream media, independence allows for constructive critical thinking.
I used to hear people on the news say things like,
Donald Trump and the movement he has encouraged are a threat to democracy.
And I instantly believed it. With independence, I now realize the media is run by the Democrat elite, who are a corrupt oligarchy that censors free speech, silences political opponents, supports forever wars, and abandons democracy by anointing its candidates.
Independence may not be for everyone. If you enjoy being lied to about your president's cognitive abilities, support Orwellian totalitarianism, or are excited about communist fiscal policy, independence may not be right for you. Common side effects of independence may include an awakening of rational thought, successfully identifying propaganda, freedom of choice, loss of hatred, anti-narcissistic behavior, and love of democracy.
I used to blindly hate whoever my party was running against. I didn't care about facts or policy because I was hopelessly indoctrinated. With independence, I'm much more interested in policies that uphold democracy, and I truly care about the health of our country and its citizens.
Ask your doctor if independence is right for you, and enjoy your freedoms once again.
That's hilarious. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it to your heart's content. One of the things too, I'll touch on it more tonight, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of a nugget of it. The fact that Kamala, Biden, all those were notified about putting the flowers or the wreath on the unknown soldier's grave. I know all of you saw that. And of course, there's people trying to debunk it. Oh, well, that was a blue screen. Oh my God. Yeah, it's retarded. What you saw exactly 100% proves what I've been saying about he's currently the CIC. Because the normal person, I mean, if that was the case, that just anybody could do it, then everybody would do it. Well, anybody that loves our country and respects our military would do it. And the fact that he did that, and the fact that he did that was powerful too. It sent a loud message. It sent the entire world a message showing you publicly who the CIC really is. And for patriots, if you consider yourself a patriot, or I'm a make America great man, whatever you want to call yourself, if you love this country, there should be no question in your mind of who the CIC is. Because not anybody is allowed to walk up there. If you don't believe me, go walk up there yourself. Bring your own wreath. Let's try that. Why don't one of you grab your own wreath, drag it up there, and come up there and expect the military to escort you down to put the wreath on? You're out of your stinking mind. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And if Trump was nobody, he would not be allowed to do that. The reason why he's allowed to do that is because he's your commander in chief, okay? You don't have to believe it. I'm not asking you to believe it. I'm telling you the way it is. Whether you believe it or not, it is what it is, people. And you have to swallow that pill. And he showed the entire world who he was, who really is in charge. And he showed all of us patriots that we are right about it all. Okay? We're right about it. Doesn't matter if it's not going our way right now. We're right. We're right. This is not the worst time in history. This is the greatest time in history to see triumphant in our lives, triumphant in our country, and see our country be turned around. But before it can happen, all hell has to break loose. Okay? And for this 3.5 years of seeing all the stupid shenanigans, they didn't go untouched. Okay? They haven't gone unnoticed. None of them have. They've all been named, labeled, either dealt with already or about to be dealt with. There is a major cleansing coming. Whether you believe it or not, it's happening now. Tonight will prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. We have been right about it all. And you need to get ready for the beginning of the final battle. Okay? The final battle. Because what we are seeing is what's her face said. It will be biblical. Biblical. Sidney Powell. It'll be biblical. Here we are thinking it's biblical. How's biblical going to be this, thing? She was saying it's going to be biblical. She wasn't saying it was biblical with all the election fraud and all that. There's nothing biblical about that. What she's saying is this is going to be the greatest fight spiritually that happens. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, rulers of darkness, and wickedness in high places. It's there. We're tearing it down. It's happening. It is happening. We are in the final battle because I truly believe that when he did that, he sent a message around the world of who's freaking in charge. He did. These guys, Putin, China, all these guys, they're not idiots, guys. They're not as dumb as we think they are. That's why they've infiltrated our systems and everything else. They're smart. But he sent a message to them of who actually they're dealing with. That's what he did. He sent a message to the militaries around the world. Hey, I'm the commander in chief. Don't mess with America or any of our allies. Some things are going to change, man. I'm telling you, they're going to change right before your eyes. And some of you that don't believe are going to poop your pants. So you better get a diaper on, is all I'm going to tell you. It ain't going to freak you out. It's going to excite you. But you're going to be like, man, I have to apologize to myself for wanting to believe but not believing. He sent a message around the world of he's about ready to make some orders happen. And I've said it over and over and over and over and over. In the end, God wins. When God wins, his people win. His people win. And we can't be blind to that. We cannot be blind to that. We just can't do it. And I wanted to reiterate one more thing. Our Constitution, I said this yesterday, I may do this every day. Our Constitution was written for Americans only. Understand that. It is not the world Constitution. There is no such thing that we have. It is the United States Constitution. And the United States Constitution was written for born, bred Americans or people that have come in the right way. The right way. So when all this other stuff, they try to say, oh, well, the U.S. Constitution, let me tell you something. An alien, or when I say alien, I'm talking about someone coming out of the sky. I'm talking about these people, these illegals. that come across, they do not fall underneath the Constitution. It's for Americans only. But if your representatives are giving these aliens the benefits of the American Constitution that was written, okay, you need to deal with it. It's for Americans. You need to read it. You need to read it. You need to read through the Constitution, and you need to understand that was for you. That was not for them. It was not for them. Yeah, it's not written for them. It's written for us. And when I say it's time to start acting like an American, you need to get. I remember in school we used to, learn how to read, learn how to write, learn how to write a signature, learn how to do math, write math, how to count. I remember when I was in elementary, we learned how to balance checkbooks. Gone are those days. But and it shouldn't be that way. And it shouldn't be that way. You're exactly right. The best is yet to come. But we don't get there overnight by just waking up. Oh, wow. We're in martial law. I saw something yesterday. I started to copy it and post it to my Facebook, and I was like, I ain't going to give it time of day. Something I've said week after week after week is that there are people on Facebook saying, Twitter, or not Twitter, well, I fit Twitter too, but Facebook and even TikTok, EBS is going off. I saw it again. EBS is going off on the 28th at 3 p.m. Yawn. Oh. Let me tell you what. Stay away from those people. Stay away from them. If EBS is going to happen, no one is going to give a warning. Okay? Can I just tell you that? Not even Q. Because Q is not going to give up certain things because it exposes and it also puts certain people at risk. Ain't going to happen. We have to pray for America because America is in a crazy spot right now. We have to pray. We have to pray. We have to pray. This battle is not one. We cannot sit back and let Trump just do this. We have to be active with our mouth, with our actions, and just our belief. How can something happen if you don't believe? You have to believe. You have to believe in yourself each day. If you believe every day that you can't do anything, then you're not going to do anything. After all the sicknesses that I've been through, all the battles I've been through, I still make a point to believe that days ahead are greater. We need to pray for people who find themselves in the middle of life storms. This isn't about just being, I'm a patriot and that's it. No, we all bleed red. We all need each other. That's why it's so important for us as just this DC crew that we have here to be stable, learn, grow, expand, and bring others on board. Not that we want to convince them and brainwash them. We want them to see what we're up against and see that greater days are ahead. Because you know what? Although we're on here today, there's some people right now that can't get out of bed because of depression right now because of what they're seeing on the news. And they feel like there is no hope. And there is hope. There is hope. But we must, you must, I must pray for those that are in these storms, There's people that right now are feeling overwhelmed, seeking peace because of everything that's happened. It has messed with their minds, their bodies, their jobs, everything. But where you pray for peace, it'll come. And may you have so much peace in your life and contentment that when you walk in the room, the mood changes. And when the mood changes, everybody gets calm and everybody has peace. No one's at odds. The peace that passes all understanding. You understand that? The peace that passes, that's the Bible talks about that. Having the peace that passes all understanding. That means that you having peace and you can walk into a room that is all torn up and people just, and the peace that you carry is so strong that it mutes all the deception. It mutes all the attacks of the enemy. It mutes all that. It cancels it out. Because greater things that are in you, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world, right? You need peace that anchors in your heart daily, that anchors in your mind daily, because there's people that that I need to reach that have so much turmoil just in their minds. And this whole political realm has just messed with people outside of jobs, outside of personal problems. Don't let your heart be troubled. Greater days are ahead of us. Today, Lord, my prayer is that you guide everyone to a place of trusting in you, where fear is replaced by faith and chaos is claimed by your soothing spirit. Lord, remind everyone today that no storm is too great that you can't handle and that you haven't already seen. And that your hands would come down and caress them, that everyone would find safety and serenity. And Lord, I thank you for the work that you're doing in this country and in all these people's lives, God. And we bless your name. Amen. I hope today you were encouraged. Tonight, 7:30. It's going to be a little bit different show, but it's going to be good. Bring your paper and pencil and pen, because there's going to be a lot to write down that you're going to want to write it down, and you're going to research it. You're going to need it for proof for other people. If you get a chance, go check out our website, eiobn.com. All of our social links are on there. Also, there is a place to give. Anything that you give goes right into here. It doesn't go for salaries, all this stuff. We put it in equipment, expenses for electric, water, rent, everything. And we greatly appreciate that. There's a place on there to donate. It is secure. Pray that you have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And I will see you guys tonight. And we got this thing, guys. We got it. It's going to be good. We've got it. DC out.